Ruby has come to the address on her postcard, the police jail where her father was held, to see if she can discover how he ended up in prison. She has arranged to meet historian Dr. Eleanor Lapin-Eppel.
Hello.
Hello, hi Ruby.
Hi.
I'm Eleanor.
Hi, Eleanor.
This is the prison where your father was kept.
Oh, for how long?
2 months at least. I'm going to tell you exactly what happened to your father, but let's go to a coffee house.
Okay.
Yes?
All right. Why was my dad put in prison?
Your father was arrested because he was a Jew. And there was no good reason. I have a proof here. I have the translation of one of the cards your mother wrote. Please read the translation.
This is a translation of this?
Yes.
Dear Mundi, that was what she called him. I'm at yours every day, and not a minute in the day goes by without me thinking about you, with tears in my eyes. I hope that you are fairly well and that I will see you again soon. You will probably be allowed to leave soon. You haven't done anything after all. When you come, you will be getting something nice to eat. What did they do to him in the prison? He said he taught aerobics.
Oh, come on. The Jewish prisoners were tortured. One of the things they had to do was so-called gymnastics, like jumping through the room on your, with your knees bent, yes, climbing up walls, beating each other. And whenever they refused, they refused to do this, they were beaten by their guards.
But my dad said he was leading the class.
Maybe they forced him to jump ahead of all of the others. He was a young man. I'm sure that he was in better physical shape than a 65-year-old old man who also had to jump. So
it was torture? I thought
it was torture and humiliation. Look, there were people jumping out of the window, committing suicide, because it was just unbearable what went on there.
So my dad, how did he actually get out of prison?
Here's a letter that explains how he got out.
It's from my dad.
Justice, yeah.
Dear Minister, I've been in prison for 2 months in Vienna by the Gestapo. After being freed, I had to sign a document that I would immediately leave the country. Why did he sign the document?
If he didn't leave Austria in time, the punishment was being sent to Dachau straight away. Dachau was a concentration camp with terrible brutality. As long as your father was in prison here, he was under threat of being deported to Dachau.
Do you think he was scared?
They wanted to scare the Jews and to get them to leave the country as soon as possible. So at this time, if he could prove that he can leave the country right away or in the near future, he would be released.
First of all, I had no idea that my mother loved my dad, saying she cried every day. I had no idea that they really loved each other. That's a surprise. And then my dad told me he was the aerobics coach. I didn't understand that they were being tortured. He always said I was really young, so it was an adventure. It must have been wild.